What's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, coming at you with another album review. And today we're checking out local San Antonio rap artist Ape Sterling with his album Long Story Short. And a little bit about him is he is from San Antonio, Texas, where I'm from. Whoop whoop 210, baby, that's us. And I got introduced to him through my friend who I started my clothing brand with, Diazable, my partner in crime. That sounds weird. My partner who I started this business with, she knew him and put him onto our brand, and she put me onto his music. So I felt like I should reciprocate his stuff since he worn our clothes. That I should check out his album, check it out, review it, get it so people can get it out there so people can see it and whatnot. But yeah, he's a local rap artist out from San Antonio, and this is his, I think, if not debut album, one of his first albums. So let's check it out. First off, we have the song Grimey. Has a nice soft opening with it, with like the use of like horns and stuff, like trumpets and stuff. So it's pretty interesting. Beats, they go kind of back and forth between your speakers, so it adds like a nice atmosphere to you. Fast and tight flow. To me, he sounds like a softer Tyler, the Creator, with his voice with a hint of Kendrick's flow. The verses are a little awkward and not as strong as the chorus, but it also the chorus is pretty catchy. It takes a while for the song to find its footing, but once it does, it's overall a pretty good song. Hey guys, then we have the song Peer Pressure. Slow and deep, distorted bass, kind of. Next, we have Peer Pressure. Slow and deep bass kind of fill this whole track with some odd synths in the background. He's got some good hooks here, even though he says he doesn't need hooks in the song. Again, more of a Kendrick style flow here, which is pretty nice, with a little bit of his own twist on it. Second half of the song gets creepy and it has like chill vibes to it. And it has a nice tighter beat. And we have the song Lavish, which I think overall the title of the song really suits the style of the song, because it has like a mystical and tropical beat to it. And like the vibes are very, very like chill and very lavish. The bars and flow here are pretty janky though. They're a little off, but overall the beats and the booming bass on this track really elevate the song and kind of do a better job than his actual flow and vocal performance here. Has like a dreamy kind of feel to it and everything, and yeah, it's a good song that I think it's good enough to where I think you should check it out to get a feel for his style.
Hamburger plates. This was back when Bobby Whitney was still out your itch. Before I knew that to be heard, I had to stop and listen. Yeah, this for all my niggas out here really working. Don't try to paint the picture perfect, just move in your purpose. For those who don't think
next we have Tied Up Freestyle with Slim Doja. Again, he's got horns on his track that add some kind of like style and versatility here. Or I want to say variety, I guess is the proper word. His low whisper on this track does sound a bit weird, but he's got some good bars. And he got Slim on here. He's clear. He can be heard very well, but his overall feature seems kind of underwhelming. Going along, we have Too Deep. Has a whimsical, funky beat to it. His production and beats, like whoever's making his beats, are pretty good. They're surprisingly better than I think they should be or would be for someone who's starting out. So kudos to you, Ape, on doing that. But this, I would say, this is the first song with the weak hook, and the singing and auto-tune here aren't done that well. Then we have Too Legit. Here he's doing some kind of weird whisper rap that at the time made me think of Migos, but honestly it kind of sounds more like he's trying to be like Kendrick again, but like not in a good way. He's not doing it that well. Yeah, his flow's good, but just the whispering sounds really weird. And then he's got like some ad libs, and can't help but laugh at those a little bit. Beat is a bit slower and more of a haunting feel to it. And I think he's trying to go for a menacing sound, but it just kind of comes off kind of goofy. So I want to play a little snippet of that for you.
Dead bodies, probably caught the virus, tell them rest in peace. I got the recipe, start the riots. Nigga niggas ain't cut the same. I ain't gon' stunt. My nigga, we are not the same. I ain't gon' front. But do you not understand?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about those vocals. Then we have the Suds. Awkward as fuck beat, for sure, but surprisingly mesmerizing. His flow is kind of creepy here, and the second half of his flow, not the greatest. His lyrics are okay, but his voice sounds very lame here. Next we have Corrupt. Here, this is probably one of my favorite tracks, if not one of the best tracks on the album, because he's coming in really like, he's bringing it. He's bringing the heat. He's sounding really hard, really on it. Like his flow is really good. His rhymes are really good. The beats fire. It just sounds like he's hungry to like prove that he can like make some good music and everything, and it really shows here. Every bar, every word hits just right, and it just all like goes well together. So with that being said, here's a clip of Corrupt.
I'ma stand 10 toes to the flow crack. 3 pieces to your head, nigga, hold it. In the back room, scratching off the paint. Gotta do it for the fam in the gang. Tighten up, my nigga, maintain. Hold it down, cause you're doing what you can't. I'm lighting that flame, I'm rolling that spliff. I'm pouring that drink, let the cup run it over till it drip down the sink.
Not bad. Then we got one of his, I think, bigger hits, Store Run. It has more of a pullback and chill vibe here. His beats are really hard to describe because he picks some good ass beats. They're just really good. I think the beats overall are what carry this album a lot. But I will say there are some odd transitions here at times. And overall it's like an okay song. Not the worst, not the best. It's just a good song. Then we have Don't Let the River Run Dry featuring T Woods. Beat seems a little bit flat here. This is one of the first times the production seems a little his flow and lyrics are a bit more looser here, but I think they work well with the flatter beat. And then like, I don't know what is it. I guess when I was listening to it, it sounded like they tried to do like a Shaggy voice. I don't know what the fuck that was or what they're trying to do, but it's a bit rough around the edges. I think it was a little, and I think that voice they were trying to do went for too long, so it came off more funny than serious what they're trying to do. Overall, it's just a bit too weird for me, for that whatever he was trying to do with that vocal pattern. T Wood sounds good, and his lyrics are pretty tight, but I think Ape really brings himself down on this. Then we have the song Clips, and I don't know what it is, but his voice does not sound great here. It sounds kind of whack. Then they have like some like repeating child choir in the background that kind of gets kind of annoying after a while. I think this song kind of was like cool on paper when they were first like working on it, but overall it just comes off as kind of annoying. The beat machine too, like whatever the beats they were using here, not the greatest. Overall, this is a bit of more of a flop of a song. The first on this album that was like, it's not that great, really. So here's a clip. Tell me if I'm wrong, but yeah, here it is.
I'm loading clips, right up off the hip, You better ask somebody, a nigga don't miss, Bitch, I'm with a quip, that's off the rip, On my nigga side, no bother in this bitch, cause I'ma make you jump ship.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this song. Easy E flow. Slow and mesmerizing beat, using like a medical beat as part of the song. Pretty interesting. Ape sounds really like chill and like laying in the cut here. Like he ain't trying to do too much. He's trying to be cool, and it kind of comes off pretty good. Sounds best when with this type of flow and beat, more of a pullback and chill vibe. I think that's where he flourishes, and really that's where he like takes off at. I think it's a sleeper hit. I think a lot of people might look over this song, but I think overall it's a pretty good song. Yeah, like it's a song you forget about, but when you hear it, it gets you hyped. Easy E flow, slow and mesmerizing beat, using like a medical beat as part of the song. Pretty interesting. Ape sounds really like chill and like laying in the cut here. And then we got this song. It's a bonus track, but I think it should be on the album regardless. Big Dog, and this has got some Big Dog energy for sure. The percussions on here are really tight and have a lot of variety to it. It's a fun and playful track, not too serious, but not lazy. Like it's fun. Like, and it just everything clicks really well here, I think. So let's hear it.
Flip it to progress, that's a discount double check, big dog. Running with the guys, please don't be surprised if you see us look alive, big dog. Tell her put it in my face, I was just surprised cause she acting like it's mine, big dog.
Ooh, good song. Storyteller music. Low drowning slow beat here kind of causes a bit of a headache. His flow is good, but I think the beat will literally hurt people, because when I was listening to this song, there's this high-pitched drowning noise in the background, and it literally gave me a headache while listening to this song. Like I managed, like it's one of the few times where I was like, oh, this is rough, and I'm gonna power through for this song, but like it was really hard to get through it because the low frequency beat they're using on here, for me, it gave me a headache. So I don't know if other people will do the same, but it literally was painful to listen to. Storyteller music. Low drowning slow beat here kind of causes a bit of a headache. His flow is good, but I think the beat will literally hurt people, because when I was listening to the song, there's this high-pitched drowning noise in the background. And last track I have here, we have the title track of the album, Long Story Short. His vocals really drown out the beat, and the beat is a little weird, and I think it's just not that great. Like they were trying to do like a soft song to close out the album, but it just feels like a big misstep in execution. So it's a bit of a sloppy song, I think. And last track I have here, we have the title track of the album, Long Story Short. His vocals really drown out the beat, and the beat is a little weird, and I think it's just not that great. Like they were trying to do like a soft song to close out the album, but it just feels like a big misstep in execution. So it's a bit of a sloppy song, I think. And last track I have here, we have the title track of the album, Long Story Short. His vocals really drown out the beat, and the beat is a little weird, and I think it's just overall, I think it's not that. He has a lot of good tracks on here, and there's probably more good songs than bad songs, but I feel like a lot of the songs might have been just better if they just cut them. I feel like there's a lot of extra fat here, as they would say, and just stuff that just needs to be trimmed. And so it makes the album a little bit longer, a little dragged out, and it's not as, it doesn't flow as well. The pacing's a little bit off because they have these kind of a few duds of a tracks. Because there's 15 total tracks on here, and I think you've probably cut like 5 of the songs. Granted, some are bonus songs and everything, but if you trimmed it down to 10 songs, I think this would be a very, very tighter and more focused album. Because one thing, the production, the beats here, he got beats for days. He got good producers. For the most part, they're all pretty good and everything, above average. Only like 1 or 2 songs were terrible in terms of the beat, but everything else very enjoyable to listen to. His flow, you can definitely tell he's a Kendrick fan. I've got some like 21 Savage vibes in there a little bit, and he tries to switch it up here and there. So he's not always doing his own particular style. He tries to be a little more versatile. Sometimes it fails, but most of the time it pans out pretty well. But like he's not trying to be the same thing over and over. I can tell he wants to experiment and have some fun with his music. With that being said, I want to say potential. I think that he's got a lot of work he needs to do on himself in terms of his flow and his lyrics more than the beats. I think he's got good solid producers and everything, but I think he just needs to figure out more of his vocal pattern and vocal style and where he wants to go, and that will definitely, I think, benefit him in the future. So I'm very happy I got to check this out, because this is a friend of a friend, and I always love supporting anyone from San Antonio, the local scene, whether it be rap, metal, hardcore, pop, whatever. I'm all about my hometown, San Antonio. So with that being said, this album from Ape Sterling, Long Story Short, is a nice, solid to light 6.5. I don't know how something could be solid or light, but I guess it's more light than solid. But yeah, 6.5. Thanks for coming by. I am Matt. All the links down below for the album are below. Check out Ape Sterling. Come check out Diazable on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. Bye.